Hello, welcome back to Listening with Love Tarot. I'm Laura, and I am going to do my love rating, relationship rating for the relationship of Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani. This is my signature reading that I've been doing for several years now, and we'll look at the past, present, and future energies of Gwen, Blake, and the relationship, and see what else we can do to dive deeper into this celebrity couple. First, I'm going to clear the energy. I've already saged. Call on Spirit to be with us today, and I ask that these messages be in the highest and best interests of all parties involved, and that they help us understand the twin flame dynamic, as I do believe that this couple is a twin flame partnership. I am going to be using the Wild Unknown Tarot for Gwen. I'm going to be using the Radiant Wise Tarot for Blake. I am going to be using the Rider-Waite Tarot for the relationship. And if I do need to get any clarifiers, I will be using the Gilded Tarot by Cyril Marchetti. Okay, so I usually start off with the relationship energy. So we're gonna use these Rider-Waite. Spirit, I ask you to give me the highest, best, and clearest messages regarding the connection of Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton, their relationship, what is in these cards. The energy at the bottom of the deck is the Fool. And now we're going to pull cards for Gwen. The energy at the bottom of the deck for her is the Judgment card as well. Four of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Three of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, no, excuse me, 10 of Swords, the King of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Justice card, the 8 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. And now we're going to pull energy for Blake. energy that he, at the bottom of the deck, is the Knight of Swords, the Lovers, the Five of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Emperor, the Four of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Moon. Oof, ouch. Okay, so not really feeling the greatest about their future, so we are definitely going to be clarifying. Let's see if we can't get a little bit more input on that, shall we? Okay, so overall energy for the relationship was the Fool. Overall energy for Gwen was the Judgment card. Oh, it doesn't want to stay. Oops. There we go. And the overall energy for Blake was the Knight of Swords. Okay, so in the beginning, there was Adam and Eve. No, in the beginning, this relationship came out of a choice that the two of them had to make, and we know that because we know that they were both going through a divorce when they met one another. Gwen's decision came a little bit harder to her. Hers had much more heartbreak associated with it, bigger risks. She just, she was really, really wrecked by what happened in her previous marriage. I'm getting tears welling, just a lot of emotion. She was definitely not in a good heart or head space at all when the two of them met one another. He, on the other hand, the Lovers used to be called the Choice, and I feel like for him, the choice was his to exit this relationship. It might have been a mutual decision between he and Miranda, but it was definitely something that was done from a more logical and rational point of view, is what I'm getting. There was not as they were just done. There was some bitterness and some resentment, but they were done. It did not hold the heartbreak for him that it held for her. Confusion, yes, but not heartbreak and whatnot, not initially. And so this the next phase of their relationship was when they were both which is ironic, both becoming single again, right? And the relationship of their relationship energy was that of two people learning how to stand on their own, be happy with themselves, create some sense of stability, I'm hearing. For her, as she recognized that there was someone else in her life that was bringing and could bring stability, she transferred all of her love, all of her hope to Blake. Just the sigh of relief that it was a breath of fresh air, a sigh of relief, this acknowledgement, this hope that there could be love again, and she gave in to loving again. Blake was moved into this position of feeling left out in the cold. And it was only after he saw what he could have with Gwen that he really began to understand just how toxic his relationships in the past have been, that he'd never really experienced the warmth of a connection at all, is what I'm picking up. Like that it was, he'd had fun, he'd enjoyed himself. There was definitely sexual tension and some fantasy attached to previous relationships, but it didn't. There was no soul to his previous connections, and he really began to realize that when he came into contact and into connection with Gwen. And then the relationship really in the past, like right before they got married, really, there was this inner tension in the relationship. I feel like it has to do with the fact that they are in the public eye, that there was so much being expected of them, so much scrutiny. It created a lot of angst about making this relationship official in the eyes of not God, because it had been official in the eyes of God for a lot longer than they've been married. But making it official in the public eye was something that really caused some angst and issues in their relationship, even though they were outwardly not showing that to us. In that state, Gwen really went to work. She has the Three of Pentacles, working hard. She was working really, really hard to ground in this happiness of the Ten of Cups that she felt, that she feels, really working hard to make sure that this was a stable place to put her love and time and energy, fully invested. For Blake, this is when he came to the realization that he could have a marriage, a true traditional marriage, in the sense of two people who love one another, who commit to one another, who say to one another before their friends, their family, their God, that they want this union together, and that they're willing and ready and able to commit to it. His was much more. She'd always been, I feel, tapped into her emotion, and this experience for him really helped him identify who he is as a person and what he wants. And he didn't really see himself as wanting this type of marriage. He'd always thought of marriage as a saddle. That's interesting. But now he began to see that marriage was definitely much more of a partnership. I'm getting the image of two horses yoked together, pulling something, and that whole equally yoked metaphor. And he definitely saw the desire in himself for that in a way that he had never really explored before. And then when they got married, it was the end, I feel, of the pain in the relationship is what I'm picking up from this card. That there was definitely this sense of these things need to go away, and we need to focus on this. But there was they really wish that their lives weren't so public. That's the sadness that they feel, is that they really wish that they had more anonymity, that they could go and do and experience one another without the threat of violence. I heard that's interesting. Okay. And then here we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, for Gwen, when they first got married, she felt this sense of able to put down all of the hurt and the pain, is what I'm picking up from this. Like, there was definitely a release of all of the past pain. She truly, truly, truly believes that they are meant to stay the course, and that they will overcome anything that comes in between them. She's not naive. She knows that there will be things that will attempt to come in between them. But the energy that I'm getting from this is that she really, truly believes that there's nothing they can't get through together. For him, marrying her helped him step into his divine masculine energy. He has become a much more secure masculine energy. I feel like the posturing that he felt like he had to do to be in the public eye is coming to an end. That there's this he has this safety and this security and this stability and this protection that he offers to the woman that he loves, and this has really helped him see and identify himself as a true partner and sacred masculine. That's what I'm getting up from that card. And the relationship currently is in this Five of Wands energy. And I really feel like it's a us against the world type of energy from this card, that they see themselves as a target. They see themselves needing to defend and protect what they have. And the relationship really embodies that energy right now. Gwen is in this King of Swords energy, and I really feel like she is beginning to really, really, truly understand the truth of their connection in a more grounded way, in a more enlightened way. She's the blinders have come off for her. She's beginning to understand the synchronicities and the some of the greater heart chakra things that she's going through right now are making a lot more sense to her in terms of this connection. She's starting to see the reality of the connection and the way in which their relationship has evolved has started to really be at the forefront of her mind right now. And then he is in this Four of Pentacles energy, and I feel like he's feeling threatened by the public eye right now. Like, he wants to really, really withdraw from scrutiny and just cuddle with Gwen. Like, there's just this this to me is not about money. It's about privacy. The desire for privacy, the desire for earthly pleasures, the desire for solitude with the one that he loves. He's really wanting that right now. And then it's really just so sweet. They're moving into this. So the King of Wands is a passionate, loving energy. It's a very spiritual bond, and a very spiritual, masculine energy. This is the relationship saying, I'm here to stay. I'm going to fight for and passionately pursue everything that there is. I'm going to drain the cup. I'm going to live my life, meaning I'm going to live this relationship every day, every second. And they are both in the energy of the Page of Cups. So there's this tenderness to their relationship. They've reached this place of harmony and mirroring, of just this back and forth of loving connection, and making sure that the other feels safe and secure. And that's where this the symbiosis of these three cards, that there's just this continuous flow of love that keeps this passionate and alive and just vibrant. They are coming into a period, though, of some anxiety. The relationship is getting ready to become difficult. This is somebody up at night worrying. The relationship is worried about itself. And Gwen has the Justice card, and he has the Nine of Pentacles. And this kind of says to me that there's a potential for a divorce in the near future, that she wants a separation, right down the middle, and that he wants to be single. So this is, I mean, I have to be honest about what I'm seeing here. It seems rather an abrupt transition, so I don't know what's getting ready to happen, but we're definitely gonna clarify and see if we can get a little bit more insight into why that energy is showing up. And then it moves into this energy of the relationship. And in this Page of Cups, I'm feeling the apology energy, that the relationship wants an apology. And here's the really interesting thing. She's in an 8 of Swords energy, and he is in a 9 of Swords energy. She is in a prison of her own making, and he is in this place of regret. And I really feel like that he is going to be found to have been have cheated on her with someone else, and this places her back in this position of fear, and it creates this need for an apology. And he is feeling really, really regretful that he has done this monumentally stupid thing. And then we have the energy of the relationship goes to a 6 of Pentacles, which is a give and take energy. And then she is in the energy of the 7 of Swords, and he is in the energy of the Moon. And I feel like the relationship reaches this need for reciprocity, this give and take, this seeking to be genuine in the again. And she is done with the lies and the deceit. She's ready for something to come to light. He is not. He's hiding something from her. So we are going to have to clarify. There's no question that there needs to be some clarity around these cards. Spirit, I'm calling on you for clarity. Woo! Okay, that seems abrupt. Don't want to be shuffled that way. Okay, so I think the first thing that I feel the need to clarify is this Five of Pentacles in the past for Blake. Why? What is this Five of Pentacles about? Temperance, Knight of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Okay, the energy that I'm getting from this that wasn't there for me when I first read it is that he did not feel good enough. There's definitely a sense for me in these cards and these energies that he wanted to be more balanced, wanted to swiftly pronounce his love, and wanted to ground, wanted to hold on this Four of Pentacles energy, this desire to grasp and hold on, and didn't quite feel like he accomplished that at that stage. And so there's a little bit of a grasping energy to me, like the relationship was based on being independent, interdependent, but he was not fully healed and didn't feel that as much as I feel like she did. So we're gonna shuffle a little bit more and get some clarity on the Ten of Cups energy to see if we can kind of see the picture of her energy a little bit more fully. All right, so she came into her Empress energy ahead of him coming into his Emperor energy, so it definitely makes sense. She saw him as the King of Wands, as this very passionate, exciting, invigorating individual, and he changed her whole perspective on love and helped her step into her Empress energy. So she was definitely at a higher level of consciousness at the beginning of this relationship than he was, and he definitely had to overcome some things, and it looks like he may not have actually completed that work. Okay, I'm gonna do the Five of Cups for the relationship. It's clarified by the Emperor. So yeah, he hasn't done his healing yet. He has some healing to do in this journey, and I think that's while they outwardly look to be, and they are in love, there's no question about the love of this connection, but there's definitely a need for some healing that he has not fully embraced. So let's clarify the Emperor for his energy. It's clarified by the World, the Queen of Cups, and the Fool. Okay, so he really wanted to close out a cycle. He really wanted to be with this woman that he loves and go on a new journey. So his heart's in the right place. I just feel like he's bringing more baggage than maybe was necessary. So let's clarify this Five of Wands. Five of Wands is clarified by the Death card. The Wheel of Fortune. And the Two of Cups. Yeah. Okay. So it's becoming a lot more clear now what needs to happen. So in this current energy, they definitely are needing to transform their love and take it to a higher level of consciousness. There's definitely this need to step into their destiny, and I feel like they're in the public eye so much that they haven't really taken the opportunity, or don't know to take the opportunity to really truly explore the soul connection that they have. So let's look at the Father of Swords, the King of Swords for her. What's coming? I feel like she's got some heartbreak and Seven of Cups. So Three of Swords and Seven of Cups. So she's feeling right now like there's the possibility of heartbreak, and that he's exploring options, looking at options, evaluating options. And with the Four of Pentacles, what's going on with him? He's got the Moon. Yeah, he's a little shady right now. The High Priestess and the Eight of Wands. He's communicating behind the scenes with someone that he's drawn to, and he's trying to be on the down low about it. All right, let's clarify the Page of Cups in both of their near futures for me. Why the Page of Cups? Is this an apology? I just felt like this was messages of love. Now I'm kind of wondering, based on the clarification, what might be going on here. So let's shed a little light, shall we? Okay. These cards are really slippery. There's just so much going on in this energy. Queen of Wands. Page of Swords. Four of Cups. Yeah. So there's definitely another woman, a fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and he has his eye on this person. I think she has her eye on this person as well. And the Four of Cups is his dissatisfaction with what's going on right now. He requires a lot of affirmation and attention, like just a really insane amount of ego stroking, and I think that she feels like he should know by now her level of commitment, and shouldn't need that constant ego stroking. But I think that that's until he does the work, he's going to be in that place. So let's see. I'm being called to clarify just these three cards all together. So let's see what comes up as a message about the combination of these cards. Five of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So there's definitely this reoccurrence of this Five of Pentacles energy. He really, really needs to do some work, because he's in this state of lack. Like he's not having his wishes fulfilled, and he feels like he needs to make a choice. And let's clarify the Page of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Swords in this upcoming energy. Seven of Wands, 10 of Cups, the Tower. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that there's definitely there's very defensive energy in this card, and there's this desire in this card to have this 10 of Cups, this echoing of the energy that she felt when they first got together. But there's definitely going to be a breaking down of the foundations that they've built. I'm hearing that the foundations, that all of the healing that needed to be done was not done. And so the foundation is not as solid as it needs to be. And there's some tearing down of some walls and some restructuring that needs to occur. And let's see if we're going to actually get there or not. I'm going to clarify the Six of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Moon. The Lovers, the Queen of Swords, the Strength, and the Hierophant. Okay, so I actually feel like they might be able to make this work if he can pull his head out of his ass. On the bottom of the deck from that shuffle was the Six of Wands. I think that there's definitely the potential for them to fix this. With the Lovers, it's this reminder of the soul connection that they share. The Queen of Swords, to me, is her standing in her power and saying, I want the truth, damn it, and I'm not gonna, I'm not backing down until we resolve this. There's this strength to this, and this desire for this Hierophant energy to be actually fully realized in the physical in a healthy way. That's what I'm hearing. So let's clarify the Hierophant and see if they're actually going to survive this upcoming blip on their radar. Three of Cups, King of Cups, Ace of Cups. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Seven of Swords and 10 of Wands and the Judgment. Woo! And the Eight of Cups. Ouch. Okay, so he is putting her in a third party situation, and he is all up in his emotions. This is a new beginning, but the question is this a new beginning with someone else, or is this a new beginning with Gwen? So is this a new beginning with another party, or is it with Gwen? Seven of Swords. That's deceit. Justice. Ugh. I don't know. I hate to say this, but it looks to me like this isn't gonna last. Doesn't mean that they won't come back together. There's Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I do feel like this is a divine connection, but I feel like this is what happens when the people in the connection are not aware of the depth of the soul ties that they have, and that they don't resolve all of their karma before they come together. It kind of explains to me the icky feeling that I get when I see them together, because it feels too syrupy, like it hasn't been fully flushed out. So it makes me sad, because I do think that they do truly love one another, but I think that in order for this to truly be a divine connection, there needs to be a lot more healing done on his side in particular. I feel like she has done some of the work on her own, sees the benefit in doing some of this work. I do feel like she would benefit from some more spiritual guidance. I don't think he's quite open and receptive to that at this point. I think that they will divorce, and I think that he will kick himself quite steadily for it, and that they might come back together in the end. But I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and I appreciate your time and energy, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you.